You know, we wanted to make this a interactive, musical, inspirational, transformational, postural journey. Jeremy will be accompanying me with the sound effects. We have percussion over there. Marty will be writing the script for tonight. Tonight is called Power Posture, right? Power Posture. Tonight is called Power Posture and Alignment Secrets, part 1 of 3 of our January workshop series. You don't need to be here for all of them, but it would help because each one's going to build on the other. So we'll probably need to discuss a very heavy topic before we begin. Very heavy, and it's called gravity. Because if we boom, yeah, it's going to be common. It's a comedy, postural, anatomy workshop. And if you understand what gravity is, it's 14.7 pounds of weight. It's not even really weight, but kind of feels like it. It's like 14.7 pounds of pressure being acted upon us. But I don't want to kind of like think of like gravity pressing on us. I like to think of gravity like pulling on us. Like pulling on us, like there's like a lasso wrapped around our waist, pulling on our center of gravity. And we'll get into what our centers of gravity. So we've got this force, this gravitational force that's tugging on us, trying to smush us to the center of the earth. So one of the key ingredients is to align yourself with / against gravitational forces. You really can't go against gravity. So it's work with gravitational forces so it doesn't interfere with the transmission of life force that flows through the center of your body. So one of the key ingredients in this workshop is to identify your center of gravity, and the center of gravity is that point, let's just say, of an object or you where your weight is concentrated, period, where your weight is concentrated. If you're cold, let me know and I will adjust it. I'll make it colder. So this is a really important concept, and I started getting this concept when I was doing slacklining, not so much from yoga, not when I'm doing like a headstand or a headstand, but when I was slacklining, where it's like that rope, you're down in the beach and you're just kind of like, I started kind of like connecting to my center of gravity, the place in my body where the weight is concentrated the strongest. And then I was feeling a tug, I was visualizing this, a tug from that point to the center of the earth. And when I was focused on that, I was able to, you know, when I started thinking about anything else, like off the slack line. So you got to pay attention to this point in your body, because ultimately the pull, the line of pull on gravity is going from the center of gravity on you to the center of the earth. Really fun, cool piece to consider. So here we go. We have this beautiful skeleton here. There's 206 bones in the body. Okay, so you have 14 bones in the face, 8 bones in the head, 7 bones in the neck. You have a little bone right here called the hyoid bone, like a little horseshoe bone. You have 12 bones in the mid-back. You have 5 bones in the low back. You have a sacral bone. You have a coccyx that's made up of 2 to 4 bones, but 1 bone there. You have 2 pelvic bones. You have 24 ribs. You have a sternum. You have 2 clavicles or collar bones. You have 2 shoulder blades. And then you have 30 bones in each arm and leg, making up 120. So when you stack this guy just right, something amazing happens. It's called this piezoelectric effect. The body, when it's stressed, will generate and create new bone formation. So if one of our conversations down the road is something called like osteoporosis or decreased bone density, if you stack it, if you align it properly and gravity hits you or pulls on you, it's going to pull on you in such a way that it's going to stimulate bone growth in the areas that you need it. If your body is out of balance, if your center of gravity is off, then gravity, when it's acting upon you, is going to lay down new bone in areas that you don't want it to. Like maybe areas in your neck where the nerves are coming out, or let's say if you're a runner, you know what it's like if you have some asymmetry in your body. You get maybe a bone spur, or maybe you've heard of somebody that have a bone spur on their heel, or maybe a baseball player, they have a bone spur on their elbow. So when you stress the body inappropriately or biomechanically incongruent, new bone gets laid down in the area that it's stressed. So let's stress our bodies the correct way. It's called eustress, EU-stress versus distress. So we want to stress less. If we stressed out, we're going to strain. If we're straining a lot, we get distress, and that's not good. The recipe for health is simple. Align it, as far as I'm concerned, first, then move it, then stretch it, then strengthen it, and then at the same time, it's feed it, it's rest it, it's love it, it's share it. So, okay, 206 bones in the body. Muscularly speaking, we have 656 to 850 muscles to deal with. We have 7 main energy centers. We have 72,000 nerve channels flowing throughout the whole body, with the most vital one being the one that flows down the center. So I'm not going to say that focus on the center, like your spine, your infrastructure, your core, everything is suspended to your spine, but I would say focus on the spine. We're going to hit the entire body. Wow, it is really cold in here, isn't it?